High Spots and Cheap Pops presents Your Moment in the Valley with me, your host, Silicon Steve Valley. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Moment in the Valley, brought to you by High Spots and Cheap Pops. And as promised, this exclusive interview, for the first time appearing on screen since February 28th, 2000, our next guest made his national television debut directly out of the womb. Let's take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, all grown up, Mr. Henry Young, son and handson of Mark Henry and the beautiful and legendary, may she rest in peace, Mae Young. How are you doing, Mr. Young?
Well, hey, Steve. Thanks for having me. My friends call me Mr. Hand.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. You could call me Hank. That's just a little hand humor. Because I'm a hand.
Okay, well, thanks, Hank. Man, you have really grown up since the last time we saw you in WWE.
Well, I am Mark Henry's son, as you know. He has been a great father and one of the rocks in my life. I met The Rock once. He said give me 5, and I told him that would be all of me. How about 2? Just another hand joke. You understand. Being a hand.
Yes, and in one of the most controversial moments of the beloved Attitude Era, live birth on air, and out you popped. I mean, how was it like making your television debut directly out of the womb?
Pretty embarrassing. I mean, the afterbirth on camera was probably a little bit in bad taste, you know. Let's be honest, not a shining moment for anybody's career. I mean, to think that's all my poor mother is really known for now. She was a legend, and then prostituted by the WWE, and if we are being honest, she's probably prostituted by Moolah too.
Well, God rest your mother's soul for sure. She was a legend. Your dad is a legend as well, former world champion. How was it growing up as one of the Henry clan?
Well, I mean, it was probably a lot better to be born with money than not. The whole being a hand thing was probably the biggest challenge, you know, being a hand. But I am grateful for Papa Chocolate. But yes, being a hand certainly had its struggles.
Papa Chocolate. I love that. Well, okay, well, let's get into it. Well, what are some of the things that you actually had to grow up with living with the Henrys?
Well, virgin, right? I mean, right off the bat. I mean, well, kind of. But I'd rather not get into that. Let's just say I was used inappropriately against my will, and that is all I can legally say about it. I was working as a paralegal in a very popular sports entertainment company, and I had to sign an NDA. It was a hand job.
Yes, an old-fashioned. What else did you have to endure?
Well, stupid things like I can't ride the roller coaster or sports or school plays, but I had a very supportive family. They were very popular, and they were very big, and they were very black. So I wasn't picked on too much. But I wasn't included in anything at all, really. But then, I was discovered by a local Texas theater outside of Austin, and that was doing an interpretation of the Addams Family musical. And boy, if I found my niche.
Oh, the Addams Family. I love that growing up. Loved it. So that's great. What part did you play in that?
I played the hand.
Is that Thing or It? I always get those confused.
He was Thing. Yeah. So that opened up a lot of doors for me, where I have played all over the country in some real money-making runs as Thing. And I really owe it all to my father, to be honest with you. He's been nothing short of incredible. Papa Chocolate.
Well, I have another exclusive here. We didn't want to blindside you here on High Spots and Cheap Pops. But we have your dad on the line right now, and he has some things he wants to discuss with you. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Mark Henry, WWE Hall of Famer. How you doing, Mark?
Hey, thank you so much for having me on your show. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to come out and confront my son, Hank. I mean, look at him. He's white. He's thin. Nothing that would nearly resemble anything like sexual chocolate. So I've always been kind of suspicious. So I finally went and got a paternity test done. Henry, you are not my son. And you know, I hired a private eye because Jerry Briscoe said on his podcast I probably wasn't the dad. So I've been doing my own research, and Henry, you knew the whole damn time, and you are a scoundrel. You're cut off, and I'm suing you for all the money I paid for you. Y'all thinking it's cheap taking care of a hen? I honestly wanted an abortion, but May said it was a testament to our love. I was only sleeping with her to get the sexual chocolate gimmick over. So now, I gotta get paid.
Well, legally speaking, unfortunately, Mark Henry, you can't sue the child. You only can sue the mother in that situation. So, Hand, you're actually completely absolved of any responsibility, and your mother won't be able to pay because
your mother is dead.
Oh, Christian.
Hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching, and here endeth the lesson.